Ladies and gentlemen, you know how sometimes you wake up in the morning, something annoying happens, and you just assume that the rest of the day is going to be terrible? Well, that's what I'm doing in today's video. I'm recording this at 9 in the morning. I've got just a little bit of homemade iced coffee down in my stomach, and I'm going to be playing some bots on chess.com. One of them in particular is a Hikaru bot. It's called Grillmaster. You see, in August of 2025, the bots are named after different things that you would cook on a grill. So it should be fun to play 4 of the bots, and then after that, it will become miserable. This is the Grillmaster. Now, my rating here is listed at 2,930. That is my bullet rating. That is because this screen shows you your highest ratings. But in the meantime, we have kebab, we have burger, we have potato salad, we have popsicle, and then we have the Grillmaster. I'm going to start out with the black pieces. I'm playing a freaking kebab. Like, I don't even know why it's talking. This is weird. The whole thing's weird. I mean, it's like a bad dream. It starts out with d4. I'm just going to play very classical chess. I'm going to put a pawn in the center. This is the Queen's Gambit. I don't know how on earth a kebab knows what a Queen's Gambit is. It's just weird. This is a bunch of this, like meat and skewers you put on a stick. All right. By the way, shish kebab, Adana kebab, love it. Absolutely love it. Love kebabs. Love doner as well. You know, had some. I think my family took me to Turkey in 2008. Anyway, very solid stuff. Okay. We're both developing. I'm gonna pin the knight to the king. I'm gonna castle. It's a 400 bot, so at some point it's going to hang something. At this point, it gives me what we call a double pin. When there is a double pin like this, generally putting pressure on it is good. I think it's going to like hang its queen. It does. Wow. Bishop h6. Okay, so the secret to defeating the kebab bot is just not exploding in 7 moves. It hangs a bishop and a queen. Obviously, the best piece to take is the queen. It goes back, and now I can just play a completely normal game, as if I did not just get given a queen. Now, that's a free pawn. Normally in the Queen's Gambit, you kind of don't want to do this because you give up some central space. But in this case, it's okay because I'm up a queen. I can do whatever I want. I'm going to trade more pawns. Hopefully it goes here. Fine. Now, I would like to take the knight, but it is quite well protected, so let's chase away the rook and maybe bring our pawns together. Very nice. We have a great position. Yeah, now I'm going to chase the rook out of the middle of the board. I'll put my bishop here and just auto-take. I mean, again, because I'm up a queen, I can just trade stuff. That's rook takes b5 is really horrendous. Wow. I mean, that is just embarrassingly bad. I'm going to take the knight. Easy peasy. Nice little first game. Always good to get the confidence up by beating the kebab or the first bot, level 300. Now it's mate. It's just mate like anywhere. I can take the bishop, but queen takes bishop followed by queen takes pawn is a battery checkmate. This is also ladder mate. That's mate. That's mate. I have a lot of mates. I got 4 mates. Nice. You devoured us, how about seconds? Yeah. Anytime. I mean, honestly, if you can't beat the kebab bot, I'm really sorry. Chess does get easier. Now I'm going to play d4. As always, it's a bot speed run. We got to play at least 1 London. All right. This is that is a hamburger dressed as a pawn. I think whoever made the bots this month just had the munchies. Like, really, I mean, I'm kind of hungry. It's 9 a.m. 9 a.m. burger is kind of crazy, but okay. The burger's just playing. I mean, this is crazy stuff. But maybe this will be a mini lesson in how to deal with people who play stupid openings. Obviously, I'm just playing my London. You're doing me dirty, bro. Why is the burger talking to me? I'd relish the moment if I were you. Why is it making puns to food condiments? I'm going to castle, but okay, look, when you move your knight around, oh my gosh, that is nice trick, but I'm used to getting flipped around. That's dirty. I'm going to take. Oh my God, burger, you weirdo. All right, let's finish up the pyramid and go knight d2. So here's the thing. The second bot is almost always terrible. I don't know if they do this on purpose so you feel more confidence and therefore you play more. And I don't look, if they do that, that's great. But this bot had moved 2 pawns on the left side of the board. I mean, this bot literally plays like a 3-year-old. I mean, it just plays whatever first legal move that it sees. You know, you look, when your opponent plays this terribly, when they play completely dreadfully, you know, what the best thing to do, especially if they have pieces in the center, is to advance in the center. I know we're supposed to have a pyramid, but if I go to e5, black's busted. The knight has to go away or just be taken. I don't know what's going on, right? And now with the king in the middle, I'm immediately seeing some opportunities, but I am still winning, and therefore trading some bishops would be good for me, right? Now, I guess I will bring my rook back all the way to e1, and now I've got a lot of pressure on this e7 pawn, which I am now targeting. I'm also targeting this knight, a little hard to see. And so now we can finish up the pyramid. We can put the bishop on f6. It can't be taken, obviously. Okay, knight e6 actually not a bad move. We'll keep my bishop here, eyes here, knight in. It just hung this, so its queen is going to perish. Wow. Again, totally winning. The next thing is to get in with the queen. Last game, we traded pieces to, you know, chop down the opponent's position. This side, that almost looks like a blunder, but it's not. Okay, now we're just, I mean, obviously we can trade pieces down here as well. I have a nice idea here. Sack my queen, and then the rook gets to the back rank with a fork, and obviously a bishop and 5 pawns cannot put up a fight here. It's just not going to happen. Right, we're just going to eat. We're eating everything. We just ate all of the burger's pawns. Okay, it is going to get harder after this for sure. It only has a bishop left. I have 7 pawns. I have my entire opening setup of pawns, which is kind of hilarious. A5, A6. Okay, it doesn't even want my rook. Okay, now it does. No hands. We just let the checkmate happen. We go for a nice little ladder. That was nice. All right. That was not nice, really. That was terrible. Now let's lock in. All right, potato salad, and I think the popsicle will put up a little bit of a better fight. And then obviously we're going to go to play Grillmaster. G3. He says, be careful, I've got a special ingredient. I don't know. I'm going to take the center. Is he going to tell me? Salt. I see. Okay, hilarious. I mean, really just top tier jokes. I think the main joke writer, what? Have you had your doctor recommended daily 32 ounce of potato salad today? I see that the dialogue is definitely written by an American. Queen G5. Oh my. All right. I mean, sure. Let's play an endgame. All right. Playing an endgame. All right. We're going to damage the pawns. Wow, the potato really likes to trade pieces. I'm going to put 2 pawns in the center, like this, and then develop my bishop to e6. All right, how good is the potato at endgames? That's a real major question. All right, so it looks like the potato just trades all the pieces and then insults you. It just told me that I have bad table manners. I wonder if it's because I'm pre-moving. Knight e3. I mean, I am threatening a fork. It just straight up hangs a fork in one move. All right, these bots are totally designed to boost your confidence. Totally. Now we're going to try to get the knight out. We're going to give it a helping hand with knight to d4. It's okay. I'm used to losing. Wow, that's really sad, actually. Now it's going to go rook c1. Nice. It won one of my pawns back. Again, game plan is to trade. We're going to bring the knight back. We're going to trade some pieces. It doesn't want to trade. We really want to trade. It doesn't want to trade. We really want to trade. I'm trying to bring the rook down here. This knight is totally out of the game. All right, rook c2 is a nice move by me. Yep, we're just going to get rid of that. Now we just have the only rook on the board, vacuum cleaner. Num, 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 num. Didn't think you would be hearing me make a cartoon voice eating food. But that is what you get on this channel. You never know what you're going to get. I'm going to take all the pawns. Give me all the pawns. He's going to go here. I'm going to come back and take this pawn. And go rook a3 probably. And, well, I shouldn't pre-move this. Okay, easy. Boom. 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 Oops. No. Another ladder. All right, so we've won most of these games like in 2 minutes. These bots are really not particular. I think they try to make the bot like a decent level and then they nerf it by 30% because they know you'll get sad. Now, what normally happens is the last 2 bots are actually not that terrible. So I'm gonna have to lock in to try to beat Popsicle. I think Popsicle is gonna survive like 20 moves before doing anything too stupid. I think for this game, I'm gonna play B3 in honor of Hikaru, who's always playing some sort of ready with B3 against the Popsicle. And E3, put the bishop out, hit the knight over here with bishop b5. I've definitely seen Hikaru play like this. Are we going to trap the... we're going to trap it? Is there a5 here? And knight c3, and then rook a4? You think we can trap the queen? It's a very, very famous queen trap. Oh, that would have been nice. Fine. Queen b5, we have knight c3, rook a4. But sadly, the Popsicle was well aware of such shenanigans. I don't really know what to play here. We can play like bishop here, d3. Wow, very aggressive Popsicle. Very, very aggressive. But I mean, I think we should be fine. This pawn is kind of nice, controlling some space. Against that, I think I'm definitely going to take. And so now these pawns are isolated. Like, I see this, of course. Probably come to e2, targeting the pawn on a6. Wow. It's just giving me a full pawn to block my queen's diagonal. It really did not want me to get an active queen. Now, I could continue the trend in this game of trying to shatter the poor Popsicle's pawn structure. Poor Popsicle's pawn structure. What am I doing? Bishop b4 was such an idiotic thing to allow. Oh, my knight is awful. I think I definitely should have. Okay, we're going to give the pawn back and try to take the pawn on a6. Knight g4. My only debate here is to go f4 or g3. It's trying to checkmate me. Not cool. I think I'm going to go g3. I mean, I don't know where it's going to go. Queen e5. My knight's hanging. I should do something about that. I guess I can go knight a4, but I'm not really happy with this position. Like, yeah, I'm getting attacked by a Popsicle. This is completely ridiculous. I have to just desperately defend myself now. I can try to close the position with bishop d4. This does strike me as a necessary move right now, just kind of blocking out the attack. I want to go knight b6. I also have queen takes, which doesn't strike me as a stupid move. Famous last words. Okay, of course I missed rook a8 completely, but I'm not sure it really matters. I'm just eating all the pawns. Yeah. Can I just bring you back and then go here? So I won a bunch of pawns. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely doing well here. I have pressure. I have eyes on this. Oh my god. Oh my god, my rook. Oh my god. Sorry. Mental breakdown. Forgot my bishop was defending the rook. Just totally went nuts there. Don't worry about it. I have a passed pawn. I have c4. This is a queen trade incoming. Okay, this is easy peasy. I mean, this is easy now. I push the pawns together. You can't have 2 pawns like this just off wandering. It's not gonna, yeah, you're not gonna survive. It's, b7 was completely winning as well. b7, c6, and I win because these 2 pieces are doing whatever. That was a very nice game. You know, I have to say, I felt like a genius. I mean, minus the part where I forgot the bishop was defending the rook. That was pretty terrible. But other than that, I felt really smart. Queen c7 check. And now I would really love to bring my rook. So we're going to go knight g2. The knight is the hero we didn't know we needed. And now I'm going to go rook a1, rook a8. And that should be the end of the game. I don't need to acknowledge this move. There is a check. You do have to pay attention to the checks. I removed the defender, and now you cannot stop my attack. Check and mate. I don't think we had mate in one. But now we do. All right, well, that was nice. You know, that like all these games were a pretty decent warm-up. I want to just quickly check. Oh, I got a brilliant move. Was I ever, like, worse in that game? Because the position did not feel particularly great. I guess I was. I was worse in that game, right here. Yeah, I mean, I gotta lock in if I'm gonna play Hikaru. Like, this was all good. C4 was good. Okay, apparently C4 was not good. I should have went knight d2. Turns out taking a free pawn's bad. Knight c3 was a huge blunder. I don't know what I was thinking. I just forgot that my opponent could play bishop b4. Of course, I should go here. And then if bishop b4... I guess I moved the knight out this way. All right, whatever, but we won, you know? Like, I'm just like you guys, you know? I play a terrible move, but I win the game, and I don't want to analyze it. Now we're going to spend around 15 minutes playing Hikaru. I hope so. Hopefully we win faster. We'll give him the white pieces. Says, welcome to my backyard. I'm cooking up something special. For today's barbecue, we will be grilling delicious meat, tasty vegetables, and brilliant moves. I like that. That's good. It's good. And he does play knight f3. Very iconic. d5. Where's the takes? Yo, he played what I just played. I'm a super grandmaster and a super grillmaster. All right, Hikaru, relax. Bishop b2. I want to see the grilled pineapple. Very nice. All right, reverse London. He's going to play his typical openings here. To get started, let's put some standard burgers on the grill. Nothing hyper modern here. I like. Why are my bot's voice lines not this iconic? All right, develop the juicers. Play a5. He said certified organic inaccurate move. I mean, honestly, it really is like playing Hikaru. He really just tells me all my moves are really stupid. Okay. I'm gonna play bishop e7. In these types of structures, white is always trying to play... Oh boy. I'm gonna go bishop h7. I didn't want to take and open up the position to the tactics. Takes. Was that correct? He's giving me the bishop pair. Really? Like, I can just go here and castle. I guess the idea of the bond is to do something like knight c6. Right? So what if I just go king f8 here? So the rook is still under attack. Uh-huh. I chess better than I cook, and I'm a great cook. Thank you, Hikaru. Thank you very much. I mean, I like c6. I like c6 because I feel like I'm playing against the bishop, and I'm playing against the knight. It feels like I'm making logical moves. Logical. Maybe g5. I mean, it does feel like I need to get some of my pieces out, right? And I don't really know how I'm going to do that. I could also go for knight to a6 with this idea. And I do feel like my pawn is repelling that knight quite nicely. A3 does not strike me as a good move. So maybe now we begin... I'm still ready to give this pawn away just completely, by the way. Like, that pawn is just being... Yeah, and it does get ultimately taken. But I do feel like I have some nice pressure on the white position here. But my king is weak. I definitely need to do something about the king. The king is not doing great. Maybe g5. My friends call me Hikaru, but you can call me Grandmaster, Grillmaster, 5x US champion, Chef Hikaru. Okay. That's definitely not a mouthful. Pause. What's a take? If queen d7, knight to e5, I don't like allowing knight to e5. It doesn't feel correct. It does feel like I'm a move behind getting to safety. Maybe queen d6. Maybe queen a5. Queen a5 does give up a second pawn, which I'm also not happy about. Maybe king g8. I have a lot of moves that get the king out of danger, but somehow none of them feel that good. Because I wanted to take on d4 here. But I guess then he just takes on d5. Right? I can take. Let's take on d4. That's why I went king g8. I have to justify my move. Right. Logical. No, I think I'm just losing. I think I'm just losing. I don't know how I'm gonna take the knight. Maybe you can even go here. Okay. Okay. I don't have a check. My king is stuck in the back rank. I think I'm cooked. Which is the point anyway, right? Considering that this is Grillmaster. Yeah, I'm just completely lost. The position's terrible. All right, I gotta analyze because it was not that bad. It was not that bad. Right here, it was equal. How did it get so bad? What did I do so wrong? Okay, I should have went active. I should have put my knight out on c6, which I actually thought was the right move. Yeah, it wants g5 right away. Okay, I played way too solidly. It played c4, which was good. And then knight to a6. And here I'm just worse. Okay, a3 was actually fine. And then, yeah, I mean, hey, it turns out, crazy fact, it turns out that in a position where your king is a little weak, you haven't castled, but overall the dynamics of the position are pretty equal, turns out that moving your knight around the board like you're trying to learn how it moves is just wrong. You shouldn't do this. You don't have time to play knight a6, knight c7, knight e6. Yeah, I mean, I thought about playing knight c6, but I didn't because I thought that after c3 and defending the pawn that, you know, this bishop is going to end up having a target. And it just did. It did have a target. So that was really idiotic by me. That was actually exceptionally brain dead. And even at the level of 2930 or here I'm 2450, but when you play it, you're 2930 because chess.com can't decide. Does it take your highest rating or your lowest rating? My lowest rating is my rapid, 2453. I want to play again. Can I play again with black? Okay, now he just plays b3. Okay. Okay. Yeah, he just plays this. He just plays these bishop things, you know. And you just have to like, you gotta just like know what you're doing against them because they're very, very frustrating to deal with. Knight c6. I mean, he really plays like this all the time. Let's go e5. If takes, I have knight to g4. Very common idea. Knight e7, okay. We're kind of playing Hikaru's opening against him. This is the opening that, I mean, essentially made Hikaru famous. He played the King's Indian all the time back in the day. I'm going to play h6 and f5. Like this. So we're playing in a style of King's Indian. I mean, if I can beat the Hikaru bot playing the opening that Hikaru himself played for many years, I feel like this is definitely a bad move. Like, definitely, certainly, 1,000,000% G3 is just a bad move. Now I'm starting to be less confident in myself because I said that so confidently. So we have e4 ideas to put the knight into the middle. And then he'll play something like an f3. Do I play like a knight f6 first? I mean, I feel like I should bring more pieces before I commit to anything. Knight g2, goodness gracious, what is that? Let's go f4. I mean, this looks like I'm playing correct moves, you know? Like, it doesn't look like I'm doing anything dumb here, so... Queen e8, maybe? Queen e8? Or what? Maybe knight h8. Knight h8's kind of gnarly. I also have various moments I can sacrifice. Queen e8, you know, is going to allow something like that. Yeah, this is just a very annoying move. Queen c2. e4, knight takes, knight takes. He can take with the bishop. I feel like I've already probably messed up here, allowing some sort of play. Bishop d3, yeah, I mean, this was definitely going to be the follow-up, and now I have to do something like leave. I have to leave the position. Okay, let's go knight h8. As much as I hate it, I think I'm going to bring the knight around this way. Yeah, my logic here was that he's opening his king. By he, I mean the bot. Now I'm going to play queen h5 and maybe just go for a checkmate. Okay. I mean, f3 seems like a good thing for me, right? I mean, how bad can it be? f3. How bad can it be? f3. How bad can it be? f3. Bishop h3. It looks promising. I don't know. It looks like I could not lose in 5 moves. I can take with the queen here, but that walks directly into the bishop, and I'm not too thrilled about that. So maybe we just take with a pawn. I am down a pawn, but I feel like in the King's Indian, sometimes it's a lot worse than that. But I am playing a robot. So, you know. Knight f7 defending, there's bishop g6, and then I feel like my queen is going to get trapped, which is extremely tragic. So let's just bring a rook. I mean, this little battery is straight up ruining my life. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. So I'm just preventing some knight moves. And I'm trying to reposition my knight. Oh my goodness, I blundered bishop h7. Oh my goodness. Maybe we run the king. How epic would this be if I ran my king and I won this game? I don't think it's going to happen. Now he has this. He didn't even play that. Bishop a3 skewered my king to my rook, but instead he goes bishop to f4, trapping my bishop on h3. Oh my god. I hate playing these bots and recording, honestly. Like, it kills me inside. Like, I just sit here and... Oh my... World number 2 in chess, world number 1 in burger flipping, as he took my free bishop. You know, I don't want to analyze! I was trying to resign! My position, again, wasn't that bad. It really was... It was always bad! He played perfectly! I played Hikaru zone opening against him. G3, what? G3 was fine. G3 was fine. Okay, 91 was... should have played f4 faster. I played f4 at literally the worst moment. One last game. One last game. I gotta play one game with white. Let's try to... We can't end this that badly. We can't, I mean, come on. We gotta... Let's play Hikaru, again, let's play Hikaru's opening against him. What does Hikaru play against himself? Yeah, I know. Grilled pineapple, Hikaru, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, they gave you one set of voice lines for the person that's only going to play you one time. Okay. Nice. C5. Okay, D3. Nice. I got knight H4 ideas incoming. Or something. Knight D2. I'm not sure Hikaru's ever played like this with white. Doesn't really matter. I'm going to find a way to lose anyway. E5. I think there's E4 here. There's almost always an E4. E4, take, knight E4, I have knight to H4. That looks pretty good. That looks good to me. All right, knight E4, knight H4, it's my idea. Yep. All right, we've made progress for sure. This is progress, boys and girls. This is progress. Let's go knight to G5. Let's chase down the bishop. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, we are cooking now. Who's the Grillmaster now, Hikaru? Hmm? Who's the Grillmaster? Sorry, I'm going to stop screaming. I'm just I'm deeply troubled by the previous games. Okay, knight d6 doesn't look bad. Knight e3 to go to d5 also doesn't look bad. He'll play h6. I'll play like knight f3. He'll take on e4. I'll play knight d5. Maybe none of that is good. just immediately doubting myself again. Yeah, the problem is this move. Basically, always. That's the problem. Yeah, like, I want to go knight d6. This move looks like a logical move. I'm going to play it. It's actually incredible. Like it's mind blowing that I'm just blundering. Like when I played this bot or any bot, frankly, I am literally just blundering immediately after moving. Like I went there and I went, wait, what about bishop to g4 with a discovered attack? And now I'm just a pawn down. God, I'm such a moron. Okay. Well, this is one of these things that, you know, maybe I'm going to be able to beat this bot off stream, but I'm not going to be able to beat it in a video. Talking the whole time and trying to explain my moves, I just suck. I suck. What can I say? I'm awful. I'm completely terrible, and I should probably quit chess. That's the only, like, it's the only reasonable verdict, I think. So let's just play a few more moves out of spite, and then we're going to lose this game, and then we're going to be... I mean, I did say in the beginning of the video I was going to ruin my day, right? I did say that. My day is ruined. Like I already said, it's like when you wake up in the morning, you stub your toe, you spill something all over yourself, you just know the rest of the day is going to be terrible. That's what's... I think it's going to... Is it going to go knight d1? Let me tell you something right now. If the opponent of the one that you're, I can't even speak. I can't even speak. I'm trying to say sentence. I need more coffee. Now then, back to yelling. If your opponent plays knight to d1 against you within 20 moves, you understand? The opponent crossed the entire board within 20 moves, traversed the entire tundra, navigated the entire terrain, like journeyed through the steppe, and made it to the opposite side of the board. And not only did they make it to the other side of the board, they were anchored by a piece, and they threatened you, and they threatened your other bishop. It's just time to resign. There is no point. There is literally nothing more embarrassing. Nothing. Nothing. There is nothing more embarrassing. I spent 2 minutes looking at the move knight d6 and it was a mistake. Folks, I told you in the beginning of this video that I was going to ruin my day. My day's ruined. My whole day is going to be terrible now. And if you'd like to ruin your day, you can play this bot as well. Or let me know in the comments how many moves it took you to beat it. I'm done. I'm out of here. I'm done. You get out of here too.